driving Texas at the same time.
I know we're going to also talk about as well, just real quick again, I know you mentioned Josh joining our team too, and we're very excited to have him with us. He's jumped on board this past month. Looking forward to working with him and his expertise in the football world. Josh, you want to say anything?
Not much of a talker.
But yeah, so we want to welcome Josh to the squad. Again, I'm going to show if you're on Instagram Live.
Let's do more. Say less, do
hey,
more.
That's an Elite 3 motto, yeah.
Okay, Josh has adopted that into his...
So if y'all see this face right here, if you're on Instagram Live right now, if y'all see that face right there on the football field or on the practice field, make sure you show out. We're looking for the best of the best across the state of Tennessee, and again, trying to give the young men across the state of Tennessee a platform to be seen. Sometimes when Evan and I started this up years back, our whole goal and our whole vision was to showcase some of the young men that are flying under the radar that need some of that exposure, and that's what we do. We obviously showcase the top players across the state of Tennessee, but also want to showcase some of those young men flying under the radar that may not have the exposure, and that's where we step in and hopefully, give you a little bit of exposure. One of the guys that I want to talk about real quick that it's in the the April edition of the D1 Highlights magazine is Mr. Garrett Todd from Wilson Central.
Garrett Todd, yeah.
Garrett Todd. He's been one that I've been watching the past few months here. And again, if you're on Instagram Live, you can see that good picture of him right there. Garrett Todd from Wilson Central.
Garrett Todd. I want to call him Todd Garrett all the time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
two first names.
Yeah, I walked into Wilson Central and I asked for Todd Garrett. They're like, who? I was like, the kid plays football, blonde hair, yay high.
Him.
It's a Garrett. I mean, same thing. Garrett Todd Garrett. You know your name. you know who I'm talking about. I got a magazine here with D1 Highlights on. Who else is the magazine on before, right?
Right.
But yeah, Garrett. Yeah, Garrett Todd. Two first names.
Right. But he's one of the young men that, it brings me great pleasure and great joy to have this platform that we have at D1 Highlights with our radio show, our magazine, obviously our social media platform as well too. And for the coaches and programs out there, he's one that you'll definitely want to keep an eye on this fall coming up on the 2018 season. He's going to be doing some things out there at Wilson Central. So again, congratulations. Glad to have Mr. Josh Kelly with us, joining the squad here with us. And again, you see that face that I posted earlier on Instagram Live. Be ready to show out for him as well as myself, Evan, and Jay Money, who could not be with us today as he's delivering the mail up there in West Nashville today.
Jay Mr. FedEx is in West Tennessee doing it.
Right. Oh yeah. Shout out to Coach Derek Mason as well too. We've been on the horn of him the past 2 weeks. Had to send him over a magazine for the Black Mamba, formerly from Pearl Cone, Keyshawn Vaughn. Shout out to Coach Mason. Looking forward to seeing him later on this fall as well, and ready to see, I think, year 5 or year 6 for him.
He's made it. He's made it over the 4-year hump.
Absolutely.
4-year, 3-year, 2-year, whatever hump. I mean, he's still there.
Absolutely.
He's doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got probably one of the best defenses in the SEC. Just hopefully we can get that offense rolling this year in his 6th season. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to talk about? We talked a little bit about the magazine. Let's talk about the cover boy of the magazine real quick before we jump into our agenda real quick on the podcast.
Yeah, Mr. Zion.
Zion voted Mr. Best Football Name of the Twitterverse, I guess you could say. We put that poll up sometime last month, right before we released, or right before we did the photo shoot for him of the magazine and whatnot. Zion Logue, man, that's one of them names that you just hear that name, you're like, dude, about to pummel my head in or something,
Man.
Right? So, I mean, real cool kid. I got to see him the other day as well. I dropped off some magazines to him in person. Walked into Lebanon High School. They knew exactly what I was talking about, though. All I got to do is put my hand up and say, oh, yeah, Zion. Yeah, know exactly what you're talking about. Mr. 6'5", 6'6". How tall is Zion? 6-something.
6'5".
6'5", okay. Huge. Up to, 19 offers now? 19, 20. And some quality schools. One Power 5 offer from Purdue?
Purdue is the biggest one so far.
Okay. Purdue's the biggest. and that's a big deal. Purdue is up and coming. I mean, a couple more good pickups like Zion Logue. Purdue could be a big time powerhouse here coming in the next 3 years. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And real quick, not quite sure if you saw on Twitter last week, he has narrowed his schools down.
You got top 5 on there, right?
His top 5, and
gotcha.
I'm looking them up right now. I'm not quite sure. Okay, great. His top 5 schools as of now in alphabetical order, and according to him, this is according to Zion, recruitment is still open to bigger or better opportunities.
Right.
But right now, his top 5 schools in no order, well, alphabetical order: University of Memphis, Minnesota, Purdue, Virginia, and Western Kentucky. So he's got some pretty good schools on there. An AAC school, Minnesota and Purdue, I believe, are both Big Ten schools. Virginia, ACC, and then Western Kentucky is SoCon, I believe.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, SoCon is USA.
Well, yeah, I believe it's USA. You're right, USA. So shout out to Zion right now. He's narrowed down his top 5 schools as of now. And again, his recruitment is still open to bigger or better opportunities if some other schools offer him. And I tell you what, he's one of the young men that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing next this upcoming Saturday for Cinco de Mayo. I'm sorry, for the OTA camp.
he can't hang with us on Cinco de Mayo. We can hit up one of the Mexican joints and gotta throw back some margaritas.
Oh, have a good time.
Yeah, he's underage for that, so he can't hang with us outside of the camp. Sorry, Zion. And one of the offers he has is, I talked to him about this the other day when I dropped out the magazines to him. I said, hey, you got that CMU offer, Central Michigan University offer.
Yes.
My stomping grounds in the summertime. That's where my in-laws are from. Your boy from Pittsburgh.
AB.
Yep.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown's up there.
And also
from up there, rather. Yeah.
And then also J.J. Watt got started there.
Got started there for whatever he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great area, though, man. I mean, keeps your feet on the ground up there. I mean, it gets cold in the winter, and all you got to do is work out and play football.
Yeah, I tell you what, Central Michigan, they've pumped out some pretty good ball players over the years. We actually just got our first round pick for the Titans last year. Wasn't he from Central Michigan or no?
Last year,
Corey Davis.
Corey was from Western Michigan.
Western Michigan, okay.
Western Michigan,
okay. That's what we need a research department right now.
Yeah, Josh, get on it.
Got it. But shout out to Zion though. I mean, he's gonna have a whole bunch of colleges obviously already looking at him, and then next week at that OTA camp, it's gonna be a big deal. He's gonna put on a show out there as well. So looking forward to seeing him, and rightfully deserved. He deserved to be on the cover, and I'm proud of him. And I know we got a text message from him earlier that his granny and family wanted or needed some more magazines, so it's definitely good to see, and congratulations to him being on there.
Gotcha. I dropped off 40. No, I'm just we could do some more Zion, no doubt.